Interim Executive Director of Filmco, and Filmco has been running the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival for the most part since 2019. What a pleasure it is to welcome you here in person after such a long time online. As a team, we are so excited to be having in-person events, and just so lovely to be able to greet everybody with potentially a hug or a shake of the hand or a bounce of the elbow, but to see everybody coming out, thank you so much, and welcome to our sponsors and our partners. So we have a pretty packed program today, so we're just going to get the show on the road. I'm going to welcome Kelly Marie Patel from Shell. Kelly Marie is the Corporate Relations Advisor, to bring remarks from one of our leading sponsors, Shell.
Hi, good morning everyone, and thank you so much for having me this morning. I wasn't prepared to be the first person to speak, but I will try to keep my nerves. So this year actually marks the 4th year of our sponsorship of the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival, and we are really proud and excited to be here with Filmco alongside our fellow sponsors, NGC and Republic Bank. So at Shell, of course, we are a long-standing company in Trinidad and Tobago with a rich legacy in the energy sector, and we've been here for over 100 years. So what better way for us to continue to preserve that legacy than by investing in the arts, inspiring our younger generations, and of course contributing to economic diversification. By partnering with the ttff Film Festival, we are investing in our local arts and film industry, just as we continue to support our local culture through our partnership with the Shell Invaders as an example. We truly believe that our arts and culture can enrich and create meaning in people's lives. They have the capacity to unify our communities and really promote sustainable development. They also encourage investment, tourism, and economic activity, and increase our general well-being. So it's undeniable to say that our arts and cultural activities are part of and are for the whole community. Another reason we continue to support the arts is because of its strong connection to STREAM education. And for those of you who may not know what STREAM stands for, science, technology, research, engineering, arts, and math. And we've been investing in STREAM education for over a decade in Trinidad and Tobago. And this is why we continue to support the film festival as well, contributing to our local filmmakers. Through partnerships like this and with the ttff industry events, we can also continue to expose our younger generations to these skills. So that's why when we partnered, we did so to stimulate the creativity and innovation of our youth. And we're really excited for the filmmaking workshops that we have with the TT Film Festival that are solely Shell-sponsored and will be open to students to participate in these and learn about cinematography. Very exciting to see. And of course, we look forward to Shell Cinema Under the Stars on September 24th and 25th, so mark your calendars because we will have some exciting activations taking place and hopefully have a really rich participation from the external and the public. So today, I'd just like to congratulate the Film Festival and Filmco for their work with the annual film festival. Very exciting, as Marielle said, to be back in person, to be able to see people, feel their energy, and really just have an exciting week-long of events, and we look forward to seeing everyone there. Thank you so much. Very short indeed.
Thanks, Kelly Marie. I should have said that we're going to be open to questions at the end of the sort of formal part of the press conference. So, let me know at the end if you have any questions for us, which we're happy to answer. So, in terms of the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival, this year we have really gone to extraordinary lengths to make the program exciting, to encourage people to come back out to events, to go to the cinema to see movies, to come and celebrate with us as we emerge from 2 years of the pandemic. And we have been working on our programming since March. So how it goes is we open a call for submissions in February. And then the programming committee starts meeting in March. And every week we meet and we discuss 10 to 15 submissions. And we looked at all the films that met the criteria of the film festival, i.e. that the films were about the Caribbean, made by Caribbean people, or about the Caribbean experience in the diaspora. So that is a really interesting and rich process that yields lots of conversations and debates. Our programming team this year is comprised of Dr. Bruce Paddington, the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival founder, Daniel DeFantala, founder of Filmco, Yvonne Cotaruelo. She is an international programmer who works with Doc NYC and various other festivals such as Outfest. Also Jim Colmar, who is a programmer for South by Southwest, one of the most important film festivals in the world. And then BC Peary is a long-time supporter of the film festival and a film critic and just an avid fan of movies. So we have this rich process, and by the end of June, we've selected 110 films from close to 300 submissions. Then what happens is that we start really fleshing out the industry events. So this year, we have been working with Marcin Sobczak. He's an industry specialist who lives in Greece by way of Poland. And he has been working with us to develop an incredibly strong program, diverse activities. We have 27 industry events this year, which is the most we as Filmco have ever undertaken. But it's such an exciting program, which Nayola, our industry events intern, will tell you about shortly. So some of the special programming things that we have in store for you this year, for example, a retrospective of the work of the pioneering television group Banyan. We feel that Banyan's contribution to film and television production in Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean is germane and worthy of recognition and honor. And we are delighted that NGC is sponsoring the retrospective activities this year. And so the retrospective is going to include things like screenings here in the AV room at Nallis. There'll be a TTFF talk with Bruce and Christopher Laird. There will be an exhibition at the Rotunda in Nallis of photographs and memorabilia from Banyan. And we're just so excited. Also, if you take a look at your beautiful guides, which we do have available at our office, there's a phenomenal essay written by Patricia Ganes, about Banyan and the development of this tree, really, under which so many things were sprouted, germinated, and have taken root. So that's one really exciting thing. I should say that the Banyan screenings are going to be free of charge. We also have, thanks to our sponsors at Republic Bank, we're able to offer secondary school screenings at lunchtime here in Nallis for secondary schools anywhere in the environs of Port of Spain. Those screenings are free, and we are programming primarily films made by student filmmakers, which is really an exciting way to inspire young people to start thinking creatively about making films and making things. Then we have an invaluable partnership, which we are so excited for this year. It's a new partnership for us, and that is our partnership with Nallis. They have been like the dream organization to work with, basically saying yes to every one of our requests. And Debbie Goodman, who is the press person, corporate communications person here at Nallis, basically says, my rule is to say yes and then figure out how to make it work after. And I just love that attitude, because that's what we do at the film festival and at Filmco as well. We say yes and then we figure it out, because we have to be able to dream big and imagine big things for ourselves. So what that means is that every day of the film festival, Nalis is going to be a hub for activities. We'll have screenings here, we'll have industry events here, we're going to have a restaurant here, we're going to have a Filmmakers Lounge here, and we're going to have talks and panel discussions, workshops and master classes. The idea is that you come and you just spend the day with us at Nalis, and you go from one event to the next to the next. Many of our industry events are going to be offered free of charge, which we're really excited about as well. So it should be sort of a packed program for anybody who wants to come and learn. There'll be introductory things, there'll be sessions for more advanced filmmakers, and something for everyone to learn and to get excited about our industry. So, Nalis, I just want to say thank you so much. This is an incredibly meaningful partnership for us. And I just can't wait to have that feeling of the hub that this place is going to be. And in the evenings, we're going to have, for 3 nights, we're having screenings at Nalis, 2 of which will be Cinema Under the Stars, which is sponsored by Shell, as Kelly Marie said. So those are free outdoor screenings. We have some great films at the outdoor screenings, which I think are going to be crowd pleasers. So, do come out. They're on the Saturday and Sunday of the film festival, so the 24th and 25th of September. Okay, so in terms of, we're now back to Movietown, which is also really exciting. So we'll be working with Movietown Port of Spain, and we'll have 2 screens running every day of the festival. And so there'll be screenings. There's 6 screenings a day at Movietown, Port of Spain. And excitingly as well, on Republic Day, thanks to NGC's support, we're able to offer a free day of screenings in one screen of Trinidad and Tobago films, and it's the program that we love. It's called Love TNT. And basically, we celebrate Trinidad and Tobago through film and through our filmmakers. And so we invite audiences to come along on Republic Day to see movies and to go from movie to movie to movie and really get a sense of some of the things that people are making and the stories that we're telling. So we're also really excited. I mean, how many times do you think I can say the word excited? But we're really excited because we're having an opening night celebration for the first time since 2018, actually, because in the Carifesta Festival we didn't do an opening night. So our opening night film this year is called Cheese, and it's directed by Trinidadian director Damien Meccano, whose previous feature, God Loves the Fighter, was incredibly well received here in Trinidad, and he's making waves in Hollywood and building a very exciting career for himself, directing television shows on HBO and Showtime and things like that. So we are thrilled to be able to have the Trinidadian premiere of Cheese at the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival. It's going to be a wonderful night. We have pre-screening cocktails. We have a post-screening Q&A. Damien and his wife Alexa are going to be in Trinidad for the opening night, and then we'll have an after party as well. All of this is happening at 1 Woodbrook Place between IMAX and the Dalai Lama. So, as you can see, we have a really packed and exciting schedule of activities planned for you guys this year, and I really invite you to come out and celebrate making it through this difficult time in our history, and enjoy each other, really, and enjoy the films, enjoy the filmmakers, enjoy the industry events. The festival will run from the 22nd of September to the 28th of September between Nalis and Movietown, Port of Spain, and the opening night is on the 21st. I'm going to invite Nayola Matthew, our industry program intern, to come and tell you about some of our great industry events that we've got planned.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure that I'm here today to highlight some of our industry program on behalf of the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival team. Our team's working efforts have paid off, and I'm proud to say that we have created an industry program full of amazing events, carefully crafted by renowned film festival industry experts. Let me give you a glimpse of what's going to happen throughout the festival week. With the festival being back in person this year, we're offering a diverse roster of events at our festival hub, Nalis, with many of the events, as Mariel mentioned, being free out of the 27 industry events offered. This is all made possible by our generous sponsors and partners. We're providing opportunities to interact with a tremendous group of filmmakers, both locally and internationally, as well as industry practitioners. Through panels like the See Yourself, Our Stories as a Conduit to Change, and networking and mentorship sessions like the Ask the Veterans Speed Dating Edition, there is something for everyone. Nalis, as Mariel mentioned, will be the go-to place to access these introductory and advanced events, with the exception of the drone videography workshop, which will be led by Canadian filmmaker Michelangelo Masanke at the Queen's Park Oval. We even have Nalis's very own director of the Heritage Library Division, Ms. Jasmine Simmons, doing a presentation on researching historical stories at the Heritage Library. She'll be giving us a unique experience to walk through the special collections and rare books vault at the Heritage Library. And we can't forget Film TT's contribution to the festival. They have been instrumental in supporting us through many events, most notably their presentation on the Trinidad and Tobago production expenditure rebate administered by Film TT. Also noteworthy, we have partnered with the U.S. Embassy in Port of Spain to host two key events led by the founders of Firelight Media, Mr. Stanley Nelson Jr. and Ms. Marsha Smith. Mr. Nelson, who is an award-winning filmmaker, will host his masterclass on Film Producing 101, and Ms. Smith will present on producing an impact campaign for films. Additionally, with the support of one of our leading sponsors, Shell, as Kelly Marie mentioned, we have 3 introductory movie-making sessions: Introduction to Cinematography, the drone workshop mentioned before, and the presentation on building your first filmmaking kit. Lastly, one initiative we are particularly excited about is our spotlight on the Dominican Republic's film industry. With so many talented filmmakers from the Dominican Republic involved in the festival this year, we wanted to take this opportunity to really highlight the robust development of the film industry within the Dominican Republic. We have partnered with the Embassy of the Dominican Republic in Trinidad and Tobago, as well as the Dominican Republic's Film Commission, to host a panel discussion where we'll hear directly from their industry professionals and learn from them. We'll also have one of their very successful filmmakers, Mr. Jose Maria Cabral, doing a masterclass on directing the Caribbean narrative feature. These events, along with many others, will be offered throughout the festival week. For more information, we invite you to check out the TT Film Festival website, ttfilmfestival.com, as well as you can check there to purchase tickets, or you can call the office at 323-3228 and ask for Nayola, myself, for any additional information. We do hope to see you at the festival during the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival. We hope to see you enjoying all the events. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nayola. In terms of the spotlight on the Dominican Republic, I just wanted to say this is the first time we're doing something like this. And one of the things that we are hoping to do is to really learn from the way they have grown their film industry so exponentially in the last decade, to the extent that they are producing world-class films that are being screened at top-tier film festivals around the world. And certainly the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival has shown many excellent films from the Dominican Republic. So we're really excited about having this spotlight feature this year, and hopefully building some relationships and networks for ourselves and our community, and learning from their growth and their development. So next, I would like to invite Danielle DeFantala, co-founder of Filmco and one of the programmers at this year's festival, to talk a little bit about our festival film program.
Yes, I think that's my height. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Good morning, everyone. As Mariel said, I'm one of the programmers of the festival. I've been on the programming festival since 2019. It's a rip-roaring time we have for 3 months, reviewing 300 films. We have to look at all of them so that you don't. It's always entertaining. I mean, we see films from all over the world, have nothing to do with not just Trinidad, the Caribbean, or anything, but it's great. We get submissions from Russia and God knows where else, God knows why. We have to look at them just to make sure that there's not one Caribbean person not just floating through, and we have to consider them. This year, though, we've had a really exciting slate of films from all over the Caribbean and the diaspora, as well as some panorama films that are not necessarily Caribbean, but have universal themes, like one of my picks for the festival called A Son, which is like any, typical Caribbean bacchanal film with bacchanal, horn-in, illegal organ harvesting, things that are close to my heart. But yeah, it has nothing to do with Caribbean. It's set in Tunisia by the Libyan border, but completely engaging, and I would suggest that you go see it. It's called A Son. We also had one of my other picks, one from a short student film, which is really impactful, well done, deep for 12 minutes, called No Entry. It's about the Windrush scandal, and this poor mother trying to repair her relationship with her son, and yet not thinking of her own status in the UK, and her son being first generation. And she finds herself in hot water thanks to this whole Windrush scandal. So that's another interesting one to look at. And then, for me, my other pick is the Studio 17. That, if you're interested in music and if you know about VP Records, this is the origin of VP Records. I was completely blown away. I had no idea that this was how deep it went. And it's about the start of VP Records. The woman that was behind VP Records, I didn't know it was a woman, who kept it going. I mean, really a completely fascinating documentary that you should take a look at if you're a music buff, history buff, any kind of buff. We have a host of really interesting music films. David Rudder sits and talks about his 5 most impactful songs, his songs, that he recommends or likes. And then there's this other fascinating documentary. It's a really great juxtaposition to the David Rudder film, King David, called One Handle Clap, which basically takes you back to the beginning of David Rudder's career in 1986. And it's sort of narrated by Lord Kitchener and Calypso Rose. Completely, I was like, oh my God. It was fascinating. So if you're a history buff or music buff, you would love this film. We have a short reel of what you're going to see, but it's so much more than that. I really recommend that you take a look at your beautiful guide and go through with a fine-tooth comb, and there's something for everyone. I mean, really, there is. We didn't look through 300 films for nothing. You're going to love this.
Esther?
Marie, c'est pour content. Ou même qui plaît faveur. Il bénit ou passer toute fille. Il bénit Jésus, puis tout faire.
Estoy pariendo.
Usted está de parto. Yo me imagino todos los horrores que tú has tenido que vivir hoy.
Marie, où c'est maman, bon Dieu. Non, c'est péché.
Downtown at 17 North Parade was the hub for everybody who loved music. It was the artists on the sidewalk, musicians on the sidewalk.
And people point and say, that is the place you want to be. That is the dreamland. Like if you get up there, you get somewhere in life.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight the man who made Calypso a hit in London is here with us. I'm talking about the Grand Master of Calypso. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please put your hands together? Let's give a warm welcome on stage to the Grand Master, Lord Kitchener.
Time to free yourself. Tobago.
I consider my songs like my children. So when people ask me what's your favorite song or your best song, I say, well, the one I'm doing presently. I always say the songs that I write in 5 minutes are the ones that really hit the nail on the head, you know. The song has a drum beat in it.
The action is
because at the time, you know, the Calypso, I had as per se, a bacchanal feeling, and my desire was to get this deeper feeling of love or soul within the music. And seeing the influences of East Indian and African within the society as the dominant races, I decided to pull the two together. La 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 la, la 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 la.
Right now, believe me, bicycle is the freest thing in Jamaica. When you go into foreign, you can tell them, say, Bobo says, a bicycle is the freest thing in Jamaica. You can pass the police in the roadblock anywhere. And can't bring up in a license and insurance or nothing. Can't bring me up nothing at all.
Thanks so much, Danielle. Yeah, so I'm really hoping that we'll have lots of people coming out to see these amazing films, and some of them are going to make you just feel so happy. When you see the trailer, you'll see a moment that will just bring such a huge smile to your face. Yeah, I don't know about you, but seeing Kitchener just brought a huge smile to my face. Okay, so now I'd like to welcome our second leading sponsor, Republic Bank. Baldath Ramkissoon is the General Manager of Group Risk and Chief Risk Officer at Republic Bank Limited, and he's going to bring some remarks on behalf of Republic.
All protocols have been observed. Good morning, and thank you for the opportunity to be here today. It's truly exciting, and an exciting day for local and regional film. I'm sure after 2 long years, it's an extra special feeling to be witnessing the launch of the 2022 Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival in person and not as a virtual event. It's an equally special feeling for me to be here representing Republic Bank. For over 3 years, we've been partnering with the Filmco team, and it's been a rewarding experience thus far. Through our corporate social responsibility program, The Power to Make a Difference, we have been able to support the continuously growing and evolving local and regional film industry. Additionally, since signing on to the United Nations Principles of Responsible Banking, Republic Bank has committed to helping Trinidad and Tobago achieve 3 specific Sustainable Development Goals, one of which is SDG 9, Industry, Innovation, and Infrastructure. We see the partnership with Filmco as a step towards achieving this SDG. By investing in the development of the local film industry, there is limitless potential for revenue generation as well as an avenue for economic diversification, both of which are welcome and definitely needed in today's current global economic atmosphere. This is what it's all about, ensuring the growth and sustainability of an industry that has the potential to provide so much more than just entertainment. The ability to write, portray, and capture our unique Caribbean identity through film is a very creative way to ensure that our culture and traditions are passed on to future generations. Also, what is commendable about the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival is the fact that it is also a training ground for budding creatives, as those with an interest in various aspects of film production can sit and learn the very best in the industry from around the world. That is why we at Republic Bank remain committed to supporting and investing in initiatives like the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival. We are proud to do our part in shaping Trinidad and Tobago and the wider region into innovative, culturally rich, and thriving, sustainable societies. As I close, I wish to thank the Filmco team for all the work they've put in behind the scenes to bring the 17th edition to the festival and to bring it to life. And to all of this year's filmmakers, I wish you all the very best. Learn as much as you can from the ttff Film Festival. Keep at your craft and continue to develop your skills. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ramkinsoon. I now would like to invite Debbie Goodman. She is the Manager of Corporate Communications at NALIS to make a few remarks.
Ms. Marielle Brown, Interim Executive Director of Filmco, Ms. Divin Tyler, Film Programmer, Dr. Bruce Paddington, founder of the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival, sponsors, other specially invited guests, members of the media, good morning. I warmly welcome you to the spectacular National Library of Trinidad and Tobago for this morning's press conference. We at NALIS are indeed thrilled that Marielle and her team have selected this wonderful facility as the home of the 2022 Film Festival industry events, and we eagerly look forward to welcoming each and every single person during the period September the 22nd to the 28th. You may be wondering, why would NALIS offer its facilities and partner with Filmco to host the 2022 TTFF industry events? Although I believe the answer is obvious, I would share with you a few reasons referencing some aspects of our mandate and our role in the society. Firstly, key to our operations is the promotion, preservation, and exploitation of Trinidad and Tobago heritage information. Simply put, NALIS is responsible for ensuring that everything produced about Trinidad and Tobago or by Trinbagonians, regardless of where they may be domiciled, is preserved for posterity so that generations to come will know the paths our country has traveled. Given this, our Heritage Library, tasked with fulfilling this mandate, collects materials such as books, magazines, research papers, newspapers, artifacts, stamps, posters, postcards, calendars, photographs, art, documentary films, and other sources of our documentary heritage. Some of the items in our holdings include the Wayne Barkley, Lionel Jagasaw, Bill Trotman, Sir Larry Constantine, A&R Robinson, George Chambers, and Candace Scott collections. These and other collections about our fauna and flora, sporting heroes, artists, Freemasons, not only make great material for films, but help in shaping our sense of self, self-worth, and national identity. Secondly, through our services, NALIS is also responsible for facilitating the cultural, educational, social, and economic development of the people in Trinidad and Tobago, and that's directly from the NALIS Act, Act number 18 of 1998. The local film industry serves in this regard, and like the publishing industry, adds to our nation's literary and cultural landscapes. The material reflects us and cause us to reflect, think, and ponder. And lastly, libraries utilize and will continue to use the medium of storytelling to pass down traditions from one generation to the next. We believe that similar to authorship and publishing, films play a critical role in influencing conversations and dialogues that form our consciousness and ethos. The lens through which our stories are told help us, figuratively speaking, to find ourselves, and equally as important, to find others. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the highlights of this year's industry events, as mentioned before, is a walk-in discussion tour, which will be facilitated by Ms. Jasmine Simmons, NALIS's director of our Heritage Library Division. Ms. Simmons's tour discussion will be about the library's special collections and rare materials and their use, and according to Jasmine, by the skilled craftsman with eyes for the dramatic. We certainly look forward for that session. So ladies and gentlemen, in closing, again, allow me on behalf of the Executive Director, the management and staff of NALIS to express our sincere delight to be associated with the 2022 Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival. And I take this opportunity to wish all the filmmakers, the facilitators, the participants, organizers, and sponsors the very best. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Debbie. I have to say, when we met with Ms. Simmons, who is so passionate about the Heritage Library, and as a documentary filmmaker myself, my ears just pricked up. Did you know we have the whole Larry Constantine collection here? I was like, no. I must come and see for myself. So I'm so thrilled that we're going to do this tour, because I think it will inspire people to think about the kinds of materials that are needed and they have access to for making documentaries and for researching historical films. And I know she's going to be the most engaging presenter, because she's just, her passion is palpable. It's delightful. So I would like to now give you, I'm going to move the podium over so you can see the screen a bit better. I'm going to give you a sneak peek of our opening night film, Cheese.
You see, there's €1. You understand? This worth 7 times what we have here, dog. So you're saying, they're telling you 7 times, dog. You're telling me that this going here with 7 times. I tell you, dog. Trying to tell me about.
We make child.
What do you mean we make child? Girl, my pain sticking you for that long to make no kind of animal.
Skimmer! Skimmer, you wanna make some more money, boy?
More than we making now?
Yeah, this could be way more.
This is the Lord's time.
I'm pregnant.
A white woman from somewhere across the world who come here to see it. Give me this.
Who would ever thought you would have become Turtle Village Big Fish, boy?
I'm not trying to be no dealer, Peter. Just how to keep cooking.
I don't normally do them kind of things, you know.
But I love Skimmer. Well, I in love with Jesus. And you can't go to church with the devil.
Have I been to Venezuela?
Do I have my passport?
Tota bene, Pabo. Conoste, papico. That is coming for you.
Is that such a serial killer?
if you're thinking about common chicken. You ever hear about genetically modified chicken?
Alright, fellas, come out the car, nice and slow.
Let me say, and show you.
Got something.
What is this?
Cheese, sir.
Remove yourself from the soul of a child.
Oh, he please, Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Do you, Skimmer, take Rebecca to be your lawfully wedded wife?
Time to get the out of here.
You know what's up?
Nah.
Let me tell you something. You see when we reach out there, both in the show, let me do all the talking.
Why we can't be tourists too? So what you want to do about that? The thing. I have a plan. A plan. I have a plan.
Sometimes in life, where you will go, you can't go on foot. You will need somebody to tell you.
I should say that we have tickets for the opening night available at the Trinidad and Tobago, at the Filmco office on Gillingham Avenue and online. And we're so thrilled to be showing Cheese. And yes, if you do a little Googling about it, you'll see how well it has been reviewed internationally and in the New Yorker and all over the place. So we're really excited about that. I now would like to invite our signature sponsor, NGC. Miles Lewis is the head of corporate social responsibility at NGC, and I'd like to invite him to make a few remarks.
Good morning, everyone. How are you all doing? Definitely what we're seeing here is an incentive to market on our calendars to not miss the festival. I'm wondering how I'm going to squeeze all these things into my calendar, but I'll work it out. Two themes ring true this morning in my interactions with everybody. The first one being in person, and that everybody's happy to be in person. And the second one is very excited. And I'm also very excited. I think there's a palpable energy in the room, and I think it's going to be a successful festival. But let me do my job. Ms. Danielle Diffenthaler and Dr. Bruce Paddington, founders TTFF, good morning to you. Ms. Marielle Brown, Interim Executive Director, Filmco, and members of the Filmco executive and staff, good morning to you all. I know you all have been working really hard. Ms. Debbie Goodman, Manager Corporate Communications, NALIS. Ms. Kelly Marie Patel, Corporate Relations Advisor, Shell Trinidad and Tobago Limited. Mr. Baldad Ramkisoon, General Manager, Group Risk Republic Bank. Members of the media, my NGC colleagues, specially invited guests, TTFF, friends and family, good morning again. Over the past 2 years, it has become abundantly clear that we need to focus on building our country's economic resilience. Our world is so interconnected that turbulence in one hemisphere can quickly ripple outward. And we do not know where the next threat could emerge. We need flexibility to earn from different sectors so that disruption in one market does not paralyze our economy. Although we remain a powerhouse in global energy, TNT's creative industries represent a wellspring of value waiting to be tapped. Our exports of music, festivals, and literature have a foothold in international markets, but we are still relatively underrepresented in the space of film. And there's tremendous potential in this area that we can seek to develop and monetize. In this context, the work of the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival is extremely valuable and of national importance. Since inception, the TTFF has given local and regional filmmakers the support they need to create, to tell our stories, and to convert creative energy into dollars and cents for stakeholders of the industry and for the country as a whole. The TTFF's work has also been instrumental in the preservation of our culture, a patrimony as valuable to our nation as our natural resources. We at NGC are extremely proud of the work of the TTFF has been doing to build the industry and opportunities around film. We appreciate the need to expand our economic base and develop our creative industries for the long-term sustainability of our country. This is why we remain committed to the TTFF and its work after 14 years of partnership. This year, as our nation celebrates 60 years of independence, we look forward to the nostalgic and patriotic program events on the festival's calendar. The theme, See Yourself, and there I add in person and very excited, is at once a call to reflect on our history and who we are as a people through film, and an invitation to filmmakers to create more products that represent us, our faces, our voices, and our culture. As we launch the 2022 Film Festival, I want to congratulate the TTFF on innovating through the pandemic to keep the festival going. That is no small feat. And indeed, make it stronger than ever. On behalf of NGC, I wish them all the very best for a successful program. We're excited to come on board yet again as signature sponsor, presenting partner, and even more excited to be part of your audience over the upcoming weeks. I thank you.
Thank you so much, Miles. It's so interesting because I'm seeing Miles in person for the first time in years, and of course, I've been seeing everybody like this for the last 2 years. So it's so nice to see the full person there before me. Also, I just want to say that, you know, it's thanks to our sponsors and partners, NGC, Shell, Republic Bank, Nales. We have so many exciting partners this year that we are able to continue with the film festival and to grow the film festival, and frankly to survive the pandemic, which really was a difficult period for so many companies and organizations that hold events. So we are enormously grateful to you for your continued support and for helping us get through those 2 years. So thank you. So it is my great pleasure to let you know that we're about to play the TTFF 2022 trailer, which has little tiny clips of lots of the films we'll be showing and was edited in-house by Soraya Mulchan, our tech coordinator, who keeps going from strength to strength. And it'll give you just a little soupçon of what you can expect during the festival.
I will surprise you.
Okay, that brings us to the end of the formal part of our program. I don't know if anybody has any questions that you would like to ask in terms of the press, or are there any questions? I think we've been pretty thorough, so all right then. If not, it's my job to say thank you to you all for coming. Thank you so much to the press and to TTT, our media partner, for being here today. Charlene, our press coordinator, is here if you have any questions or if you need more information about anything. We've put together a press kit, which is also available online at our film festival, ttfilmfestival.com, with photographs and information and that you can download if you need to for your articles, etc. Thank you so much to Miles and Kelly Marie and Baldath, and I see Lisa Burkett here from NGC as well, Debbie, Christopher Laird, to our filmmakers, our Filmco team, who've been working so very hard. And I would also like to just say thank you on behalf of our the chairman of Filmco, Derwin Howell, our board and our team, and we look forward to sharing with you and to seeing you and having you see yourself during the Trinidad and Tobago Film Festival from the 22nd to the 28th of September. Thank you.
Gonna love every minute, moment, second of this episode. Right, welcome to Tempo's Cross Caribbean Founder. Why I'm saying that is because we are the waterfall. We're in Grenada. How could you not enjoy being here? How could you not enjoy seeing the things that we're about to show you?